I'm Hannah from Profashion Hair, and today I'm giving you a full hair texture guide for all hair types. So whether you have fine, curly, or even medium texture hair, we're first gonna find out, and I'm gonna teach you all of the tips, tricks, and rules about your hair. Now, this is something that every woman should know, but a lot of us simply don't. So stay tuned, I'm gonna walk you through it and make it super simple. So let's get started. Now, I'm here to give you all of those insights depending on your exact hair type as to maybe the best length to keep it at, what products to use, what heat tools to use. So we're gonna talk about each and every hair type and texture, and we're going to get deep into it and understand exactly what your hair care needs are. Now, first, understanding your hair type and texture is going to be key here. So we want to understand your hair's texture, its elasticity, the length of it, because this is all going to play a huge factor into how you can best care for your hair. And the most important of all of those is your hair texture. So first we're gonna determine what kind of hair texture you have. Now, I promise you're going to want to try this trick out because for a lot of us, we've tried this and it has given us different results than what we have thought maybe our hair texture was. So go ahead and give this a try. But first, you're going to find a thread, a regular thread you would use when sewing, and you're going to compare that to one single strand of your hair. Now, if your hair is thinner than that piece of thread, you are considered to have a fine texture. If it matches that exact widthness or it's pretty close to that, you are going to have a medium texture. And if your hair, that single strand, is thicker than the thread, you are going to be said to have a coarse hair texture. So just as I talked about, there are 3 different hair textures, from fine, medium, to a coarse hair texture. So fine being the thinnest of the hair strands to coarse being the thickest compared to that thread. Now, first, let's start with you fine hair ladies. You ladies that your hair was thinner than the strand of thread. So fine hair is usually one of the most prone to breakage and damage because that strand of hair is so much more precious. It's more brittle overall because it is thinner. You ladies with fine hair usually have more hairs on your head too because they do occupy less space with them being thinner. So a lot of times you're more prone to breakage, but you also have more hairs on your head to begin with because they are thinner. Then moving on to you medium texture haired ladies. So this is one of the easiest textures to manage. That is exactly what my hair is. And my hair does not break all that easy. It doesn't break as easy as fine hair. And I also can get the volume that I'm looking for, and I can get styles to hold in my hair type. So medium hair is one of those easiest to manage. And now the thickest of the 3 hair types, you coarse hair ladies. So this hair type is one of the strongest because it is made up of structural protein. And the reason this hair texture can get so thick is because it is made up of actually 3 layers. It has 3 layers present, whereas your medium and fine hair ladies do not have all 3 present. And those 3 are going to be the cortex, the medulla, and the cuticle that are all in you coarse hair textured ladies. Now, for you ladies with a coarse hair texture, a lot of you have curly hair, and it looks best when it is weighed down because those curls, when they get a weight, it can give you length. However, when you go to the other end of the spectrum with fine hair is prone to having more oiliness, especially throughout the scalp and all of the hair. And also they lack being able to hold a volume at the top, especially around their root. So weighing their hair down is not always the answer, whereas when you have coarse hair, it sometimes looks better overall. So with knowing that, let's talk about what hair products and what hair tools are going to work best for your style. For fine hair ladies, you are going to want to find a really good volumizing shampoo. This is going to give you that volume that you can't really get on your own because your hair is more fine and it doesn't want to hold the volume as easily as your medium or coarse textured ladies. But you're also going to want to make sure that you have some dry shampoo because I'm sure a lot of you have experienced more oiliness throughout your scalp and even to the ends of your hair. So that dry shampoo is going to be a wonder for you throughout the week to get rid of that oiliness. Now, whereas medium to coarse hair texture, you experience more dryness. So you're going to want to look for a shampoo that is full of moisture. You're going to want to apply this probably 2 to 3 times a week just to make sure that you're locking in that moisture, because a lot of times while those fine hair ladies have all that extra moisture and they experience oiliness from it, your medium and coarse hair texture are looking for that moisture. So make sure you're looking for a moisturizing line to put into your hair and your scalp. Now, when it comes to heat tools, it is no different. Every hair type has their specific needs. So first with fine hair, a lot of times fine hair ladies are able to take that brutal heat that sometimes comes with a blow dryer because they have that layer of moisture that your medium and coarse hair texture ladies do not have to begin with. They have that extra oil throughout their hair that can soak in the extra heat from a blow dryer. That extra layer of oil and natural moisture that they have is going to protect their hair overall. But when you are using that blow dryer for you fine hair ladies, make sure you are using some sort of brush, whether that's a round brush or something where you're going to be able to get that volume while you are blow drying. But for you curly haired or coarse haired ladies, you are going to want to make sure you have a diffuser. A diffuser is going to be your best friend because the last thing you want is to take any more moisture from your curls than you have to, because we don't want that frizzy and dry look. So make sure you have a diffuser attachment for your blow dryer, and this will do wonders for you. And on top of that, sometimes a lot of the best blow dryers for you medium or coarse hair texture ladies, you're going to want to make sure it has different heat settings, whether that's 2 or 3. Just being able to choose the heat for your hair type is going to help from stripping that moisture from your hair, as we know we need the moisture all that we can get. Now, I hope you all love these tips and tricks and ideas for your specific hair type. Make sure to tap that little like button and let us know if you have any questions. But otherwise, I'll see you next time.